Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on setting up your Google site. Basically, you're going to click on the Google Sites button, and then once you click on the Google Sites button, you'll need to make sure that you're in your correct account. I have a lot of accounts, so I just jump over into it. Then there will be a plus sign here. You'll hit that plus sign. When you hit the plus sign, this is what's going to pop up. I'm just going to type in there, Ed Studies. You can choose the name that you put up there. Then you're going to go back to the assignment, double check the pages that you need to have. You need to have pages 1 through 7. So you need introduction, homepage. So again, then you'll come back in, find the button over here that says pages. We've got insert pages and themes. You do pages. You can see it says homepage. So go back. To have that introduction homepage. So that's going to be your same page. That's going to be your introduction. You can change the title on it if you want to. So you just double click in it. And you can put introduction homepage. Now you're going to add some others in here. So you're going to add until you have the 7. So the first one's going to be about me. You come back over, you put about me, hit done. It's going to create another page. Then you're going to create the third one, which is internship. And you can see how it just stacks them over there. You can move them around afterwards. And then human-centered design or HCD overview. So you can just I'm going to put HCD. And again, you just keep going. Inspiration, ideation, implementation. So another one you're going to put in inspiration, ideation, implementation. Go ahead, put all those in there. You should have 7 pages when you're all done. Count them up. And then you can move them around. So I can just move this one to be back up here. That wasn't what I meant to do. Let's see. There you go. And then all right, so you should have the 7 pages like you said. Then you can add subpages in, and so in this section here, you're going to add a subpage for that intro and homepage. And if you come back to it, you'll see over here, embed your Google slide template you worked on in this module. So what I've had a few students do, and this was by their own choice, was they wanted to add a subpage in there that had their resume in it. You don't have to do that, but if you add a subpage, it will give you a little drop-down menu over here instead. Really, you can just kind of put them on the page themselves. Now you can see the rest of these actually were named after whatever I typed in there. This one, however, is not. And so you can come in and you can change the title and leave that. So introduction. You can get more creative with yours if you like. You can always go back and give this a good look over and see. You see, like, okay, you've got a nice name on here. Maybe that's what you want to put on your home page. Then you've got the about me. And we've got an example that Dr. Amy Marcos has made for you. And you can see, so you're going to put a professional picture. It's very important to have a professional picture. If you don't have a professional picture already, go outside, use your phone, and take a photo of yourself. Try to make sure you're wearing something semi-professional at least, and that you're blurring out the background some. The way to do that is to set your camera on a phone to take a portrait, and then it will take a picture that So you can see she's already added or embedded her resume within here. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to embed that resume. So you'll come back, double check the things you need to have. On my About Me page, the second page in your portfolio, you will include a brief personal biography or 1 or 2 paragraphs. Okay. A professional picture of yourself and a resume. So when you come back in here, those are the components that should be in here. You should have that picture that's professional. Then you should have that introduction to yourself and that resume. If you don't have a resume done, then that means you need to get that resume put together. So when you come in here, you can put the introduction. When you want to go and put themes and stuff in here, the themes, pages here are going to give you the different things. So you can just click here. It'll give you a spot to put your picture and then a place to put your text. So you can say bio, and then you would type all about yourself. Okay. All about me. But again, a professional photo needs to go here and over here about. Now, if you don't already have photos loaded into your Google Drive, you'll have to do that because you will not be able to get your pictures if you don't. You can't just take a picture from the computer. You have to like upload things, so you can either upload it, or if you already have the pictures saved on your Google Drive, then you'll be able to get them from there. Otherwise, you have to download them to the Google Drive or upload them to the Google Drive, that is, in order to be able to use them. All right, so that gives you that part. Then when you want to embed the actual resume that you have, you'll want to do that by clicking outside of that. There you go. They're going to hit embed, and then you're going to get the URL for the actual resume that you have created, and so that it links straight into there. And then what you'll see is that it scrolls through it just like that. Okay, and then when you make changes to your resume, it will also update it within here. So if you were to put something else here, a different document, then it would link directly to that. But that's how you embed something. You need to make sure you embed it so that it is constantly changing it if you change it elsewhere. All right, that kind of sums up these components. The next thing that you need to make sure that you have done is in your human-centered design section, you're going to be embedding your Google slide template for the HCD. So you want to make sure that when you get to that part here, the HCD, human-centered design, that you have created it with your template actually added into it. Okay. Again, the same way to do that, come back to your pages and you come over, you find that one. So there's HCD. And you can see from here under HCD, there's nothing else going on. That's just it. So you go to yours, and then you're going to end up adding. There we go. You're going to add that because you're going to need to actually put a short summary here, and so you'll need space to put that short summary. And then it will allow you to embed your actual information here. You'll be able to embed your file. Now, the other thing you can do, since it's going to be a Google slide, is you can actually just add a Google slide. So you scroll down over here, you'll see slides. And so you're just going to click slides, and then it will show you different slide options that you have. You see there's like a lot of different things. But if you were to be putting it in, then you would take and you put like what's HCD inspiration. This is the wrong one, but you would just insert it in there, and that's going to embed it in there for you. Okay. And there's a lot of different options here with things that you can add, including buttons. I love buttons and dividers and all these other things, but you can add a divider in. It will give a nice little space. You can add buttons in. If you wanted to add a button in, you can be like, oh, I want to have a button. I want to have it say that's going to take me somewhere cool. And then you'd have to insert a link. So you can link back to other places in your page as well, or you can link to other URLs. So again, you can add these buttons in here. You can also add other things like just put a placeholder in if you want to put a placeholder in for something. You can add different social links. So you have different social links that you want to put in. So maybe you might have like an Instagram account that is for your professional, like a professional one. Maybe you put that in there or something of that nature, something that you might have that you want to add. So LinkedIn, like maybe a LinkedIn account. All right, so you'll put those in there. You can add other things like YouTube and calendars. I mean, there's a wealth of things that you can put in here. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're using that. I do like the button feature. I think that's a lot of fun, just because you can make it look very professional. You can change it all around, and you can change the colors. So even changing colors, you don't have to leave the background white. You can change the background colors. It does depend on the theme. So if your theme is already, a certain color, it might only allow those. But you can see here, like, okay, well, I can do blue. Well, I can't really change that blue color. It only gives me that one option. But I can go in, I can change the theme. You say, well, I don't want to have that color. I want to have like this green or this one, or I want to select a color on my own. So I think I'll have that crazy blue color instead. So just be thinking about the fact that, you want it to be able to be read by others. And so if you have color in the background, you want to make sure that whatever's in the foreground here is dark enough to be able to be seen, or light enough that's able to be seen. A couple other things that you can do, and again, I'm just kind of walking you through how to change a few things here and there. The basic setup is going to be the same for everybody. So you can add images to the background up here. You can do image and select. Remember to cite your sources for anything that you are getting. Everything is copyrighted, and so you should be citing where information is coming from. So I can choose pictures that are in here, and then once I've done that, at the bottom of the page, you can add a little a footer, and then you can put some of that stuff in there. So you can see it says "Take me somewhere cool," and I didn't put much of anything in there, but it will take me back to another page when I do use it. So again, we're just kind of playing around with all of the different pieces in here. I wanted to show you some of the different things that you can do. You can switch them over here, your themes. These are just standard themes that are already in existence on there. You can change the colors. A lot of different stuff truly that you can do, but it's important for you to also be able to kind of have this look like what you want it to look like. And so you want to make sure that whatever you're creating, that it somehow represents you in some way. And so other people are going to be looking at it. You're going to have potential employers look at it. So you want it to look good. I like the background pictures here to be something that actually relates to the topic. That could be a lot of different things. I just quickly chose a picture here and didn't really put a whole lot of thought to it. Other things that you can add, you can do, things like tables of contents. And I'm just adding as we go here. So you can add a table of contents, and then it will take you back and forth to different places. You can do what's called a collapsible group, which is really interesting. And so then when you click on it, it will like kind of enlarge and make everything bigger and show you more. And if you click on it again, it will make it smaller. Image carousels can be fun. So you just go in and you put all the different pictures in here. And then it's like one of those things where you click through the different pictures. Now, something that's super important to remember is when you are actually done with things, you need to hit publish a couple of times. So you'd hit publish, and it's going to name whatever it is for me on my end, which is fine. So I hit publish, and then if I come back to make any changes later, I'll have to hit publish twice. And if you don't hit publish twice, it doesn't give you all of the details that you had already input recently. This is the preview button, so you'll want to make sure that you open that up and you know what it's actually going to look like. It gives you options where you can look at it from the point of view of like a telephone. So that's what it looks like from a telephone or a tablet or a computer. And I think that's really important as well, because it helps you to determine whether or not it looks the way that you want it to actually look.